Exactly. Hello, folks. Welcome to OTD, also known as On the Deck, where you can get all the sports you need in 10 minutes. My name is Adam Arduna. This is my mom, Gina.
He is the journalist.
And she's the enthusiast.
I am enthusiastic because we finally get to talk about our Chiefs.
Yes, we are talking about the AFC side of the NFL playoffs, and we're talking about the second round here.
Yes.
Our Kansas City Chiefs are in this. We got a first round bye, and we get home field advantage. And so we're going to talk about the Chiefs Steelers, and we're going to talk about the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. Well, let's go ahead and start talking about the Patriots and the Texans, because I know we both have a mouthful about the Steelers and Chiefs.
Yeah, we do.
Let's go ahead and talk about Houston and New England. You're a big-time Oilers fan.
Yes.
Back in the day when they were in Houston, they're actually considered to be the Titans now. They're in Nashville, but Houston does now have a franchise. Well, they've had a franchise for a while, but they're now the Texans. And this is their second year in the playoffs.
Right.
They got destroyed by our Chiefs last year.
Destroyed.
But they are now in the second round, and they won pretty handily last week.
I was surprised by that, actually. They handled business.
Now they're in the second round, going up against New England. Some people call them New England South because of how many Patriots are on the Houston Texans team.
Name some of that. You got Vince
Wilfork. You got Mike Vrabel as a coach.
Yes.
You got Bill O'Brien as a coach.
Yeah.
There's a couple other guys that are.
It's got a lot of that New England DNA down there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
in big places.
Right. And so right now, I guess for me, a couple things I will say for Houston, because I know they're a huge underdog right now. They're playing pretty well. That defense is holding up. I know Brock Osweiler on offense hasn't really been great, but sometimes when you have injuries to your quarterback position or a main position on offense or defense, everybody else steps up. And I think the team has rallied around Brock a little bit this week, or last week anyway. I know the pressure's mounting for him as far as an offensive standpoint, but the defense, Jadeveon Clowney is playing his best football since he's been drafted.
Jadeveon Clowney,
Vince Wilfork is still being a hole plugger. You still got Brian Cushing holding it down at the middle linebacker position.
Crazy dude out of
and
USC
the secondary
right there.
is still playing scrappy, and so that's what you want out of your team at this point in time of the season. They're 9-7. They kind of backed their way into the positions that they work because the AFC South isn't very strong.
Right.
But the point is that they are playing good football, and they are playing with the chip on their shoulder. And we know Bill O'Brien's a scrappy guy, and he's a very fiery, passionate type of guy. And so I don't think he's just going to go up there with his tail between his legs. I think he's going to give them all they have. So what are your thoughts with the Texans up to this point right now?
Well, listen, we got to spend more time talking about my Chiefs, so I'm going to keep it short and sweet. The Texans have no chance to win this game in New England.
All right.
I'm just saying, I listen to every point you made, and those are all good points.
Sure.
And I agree with all that. And I'm
trying to set you up here to make sure they make you want to give them some love.
Zero chance.
That's the hometown team, you know.
Listen, it's like your kid brother. You love your little brother, but you know his flaws. You know that when he passes gas, it stinks. You know. I love my Texans, formerly my Oilers. I get it. They have no chance. Tom Brady is playing the best. I can't stand Tom Brady, but that man is a football player. He is throwing that releases so fast and accurate, and the defense is smothering people. They're just
he's got it going on.
And Bill Belichick is built for the playoffs. There's just zero chance. I'm sorry. And my prayer for my Texans is they don't get beat down like the Chiefs beat them down last year. It could be a blowout up there in Gillette, so you're just going to get shaved, head, shoulder, everything there. All of that. Look like swimmers by the time you get out of there. So I'm just keeping it short and sweet. I'm so sorry, Texans. New England all the way on that one.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you.
Sorry.
I think
break my heart.
They have a 15% chance of winning, but I just don't see it happening. They're going to get up there and maybe give us a
JJ
small,
Watt.
Right. I think it's going to be too tough for them, and New England's probably going to come away with that one.
Sorry.
Okay, so let's go ahead and transition to the game we all care about. We got the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes. At
home against the
Pittsburgh Steelers. I know, I'm too excited.
I just think I don't know why the imagery of them getting shaved up and this.
Looking like swimmers coming into Gillette.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. Come back home.
Coming back home to Arrowhead where the magic number, you did give me. 142 decibels is as loud as a jet taking off the runway. That's what the stadium
We're
will be
already
like.
hollering.
We're already hollering.
Kansas City is already being loud.
It is excited. The whole city's painted red. Everyone is just jumping for joy because this is the best team that the Chiefs have had
in a
long time. This is the best team that Andy Reid's probably ever had.
Maybe since Joe Montana was
probably
here.
Since the '93 Chiefs with Joe Montana and the gang. This is probably the best team that has played for us. And so this is a big game. You got two very storied franchises.
Yes.
The Steelers have two great coaches. The Steelers have multiple Super Bowls. The Chiefs only have one, but they've had some really amazing teams, great players. This is going to be a great game.
It really is.
Go ahead and just tell me your initial thoughts or how you feel on either side of the draw for the Steelers or for the Chiefs.
Well, I'm going to give you a quick rundown. Coach to coach, I think you got to draw between Reid and Tomlin.
Okay.
Quarterback to quarterback, I can't even give the edge to Big Ben, although you want to. Alex Smith is not only a threat with his arm, he's a threat with his legs. Receiving core to receiving core, they got Antonio Brown. I don't want to see no booty popping in there. But we got Jeremy Maclin, we've got Chris Conley. Yes. I think we're really good. I think O-line to O-line, we're a good matchup.
Yeah.
Defensively, I give the edge to the Chiefs. Although you do have, what's crazy, James Harrison
yes.
is over there. That's about it. The steel curtain is a little bit loose.
Yeah.
We are deep front to back, from the front line to the safeties.
Sure.
We are deep across the board, so I got to give the edge there. And then if it comes down to special teams, hello, Tyreek Hill. The man runs like 55 miles an hour. I know, it's like 22, but he is the it factor on both special teams and running jet sweep out of the back. And then we got great kickers. So we're even across the board till you get to defense and special teams, and we're at home. I'm giving the edge to the Chiefs.
I think that's a great prediction. I am a little biased here. We're all biased. There's no
in fairness, I grew up a Steelers fan, so this is actually breaking my heart.
Sure.
So, I mean, it's hard for me to be fair on this because I love the Oilers and the Steelers growing up, but it's the Chiefs' time right now. I got to go with the Chiefs.
Well, and I agree with you. Like you just said, you grew up a Steelers fan, and so therefore I grew up a Steelers fan as well.
Correct.
But because we've lived in the Midwest forever, and the Chiefs have been our pro team. Being from Nebraska, we don't have a pro team up there.
Right. And now we live here.
And now we live in Kansas City, so we've always watched the Chiefs. I've always watched the Chiefs growing up. Christian Okoye, like you said, Joe Montana, the list, Trent Green, Priest Holmes,
Dwayne Bowe is our That's our dude.
No, he didn't pan out initially, but initially he was a good pickup.
For real, he was our friend.
Yeah, and he was, and Herm Edwards. So we're Chiefs fans, and so I'm diehard. I'm all in. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. Love Andy Reid. I think you could go trade across. The only difference that you could really say right now is that the Steelers have Super Bowls, but we're talking about rosters and how teams are playing right now. I think the Chiefs right now, we've got 2 weeks. We've had 2 weeks. Some of our best players are coming back. The whole team is coming back healthy, and we have home field advantage, and that does play the huge difference. And
because you're in your own bed.
Exactly.
You're in your own bed.
You don't have to
you get a massage, you get buttermilk rubbing down your leg. You haven't had to get beat up last week.
You don't have to worry about the jet lag on the plane and sleeping in the hotels.
Hotels stink. I can't stand a hotel.
It's tough, man. It's your own toilet. That stuff matters, Seriously, and when linemen and anybody else, you talk to those guys like, man, you want to have.
Why does your toilet matter?
The toilet matters, man. It does. And so I think the Chiefs right now have everything going for them.
Right.
Not that the Steelers, Big Ben, the three Bs,
they're gonna put up a fight.
Bell, Antonio Brown, and Big Ben Roethlisberger. Those guys are going to ball out, but we have everything going for us right now, and I just think the Chiefs right now, it's like you said, it's their time.
It is their time.
And we were close last year. I think right now we're in a better state of mind.
You mean we got cheated up in Foxborough?
We got cheated, and so that's a whole other story, but that was last year. This is this year, and we're playing great football, and as much as we love the Steelers, we got to send them packing on back north.
Woo.
And so we're going to go ahead and root for them and cheer them on. We're going to be glued to the TV this whole weekend.
Oh, my God. I'm not even getting out. I'm not don't call the house. I'm not leaving the house.
Exactly. We will be tweeting out every snap, watching every game glued to the TV. So
I'm going to early church so I can be back on time for the game.
Get ready to watch that game dressed in all red. But continue to follow us on all of our social media pages. Please continue to follow us on Twitter, OTD_on the deck. She is JRepass_OTD. Type in my name, Adam Orduna, for YouTube, and type in OTD and Facebook, and you will see all of our episodes. We are coming up on our 100th episode.
Almost to 100.
And we are so excited for that because it's been a good journey for us. And we appreciate all you guys tuning in and being fans and commenting and sharing your suggestions. And so we're just at that point in time right now where, hey, now it's the playoffs in the NFL. So it's giving us some great things to talk about.
Red Friday's coming up. It's going to be a ball.
It's awesome, and so we're excited for Kansas City, and it would be great. The Royals won it. The Chiefs will win it. Let's go Kansas City. So
let's go. Let's lose control, Kansas City.
We're going to lose control and have a good time, and we just want to say we appreciate your time, and thanks for watching, folks.